Well, The Undertaker has been out making his rounds, doing the podcast beats. He's out promoting his one Deadman show, and he's doing the full shoot interview treatment. He was on Chris Van Vliet this week as well, answering a lot of the same questions, telling a lot of the same stories. Believe it to Ariel Helwani, of course, one of my all-time favorite interviewers, a guy that asks the tough questions, whether you want to answer them or not. And The Undertaker sat down with him and he answered those tough questions. And one of which caught me by surprise was that The Undertaker has officially retired the hat and the coat. We will no longer see the Deadman version of The Undertaker, the Phantom, the Zombie, the fucking Reaper of Wayward Souls. That version of The Undertaker is gone, seemingly forever. Check out this clip.
They had a different vision. They didn't even know that I wasn't going to have the hat and coat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, they were totally thought that I was coming.
Oh, wow.
Old Undertaker. And I was like, no, that's part of me and the storytelling, right? When I lifted the curtain, when I lifted it back and pulled it back, then that's gone. It's gone now.
So you're done with that?
I won't bring the hat and coat back out. No.
Never.
And
not a one-off at WrestleMania. Why do you feel that way again? Because
again, so when I went to the American Badass earlier, there was kind of an event that happened. I went away, I was injured, and then I came back, and then I had that new presentation, and then the same thing when I went away again, which was something really big that kind of put me back into that old school Undertaker kind of mindset. Again, with me, now that I'm, people know that, I can talk and that I have, actual thoughts that aren't revolved around, digging holes and taking souls. I think, that character will live forever in our memory, but I don't think that I can bring it back, after the last ride, after the A&E biography, after doing all these shows. I just think it works.
So what? We only get the fucking biker taker from now on? That's what we're left with? The American Badass? Dead man walking. And fucking Kid Rock bullshit. I'll take Fred Durst over Kid Rock. Let's bring back the fucking keep rolling, 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 rolling. Can I get copyrighted for singing? Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Yeah. I'm Fred Durst guy. I like Fred Durst. Limp Bizkit. $3 bill, y'all's a fresh fucking record. I don't care what anybody says. Permanent Statement. Is that what the second one was? That was a good one too. Did it all for the nookie. You can't fucking tell me that you weren't a Limp Bizkit fan at some point. I digress. The Undertaker, hat and coat, gone forever. I get it. I get where he's coming from. He's not that character anymore. He's broken that character. With the Hall of Fame speech, he kind of came out of the proverbial dead man closet and showed that he's actually a real human being and not some sort of phantom reaper of the WWE, the living, breathing conscience of the WWE. I get it. I understand why he would want to do that. I hope that's not true, though. I hope we haven't seen the last, because, he's talked about it, and it was either maybe this interview or the one with Chris Van Vliet or any of the other 7,000 interviews that he's done recently, that he doesn't want to just be the guy that comes out and does the fucking rolls the eyes in the back of his head and choke slams a guy and fucking that's it. But honestly, he could do that for fucking 20 more years. I mean, guys can get themselves up for a choke slam, and the fans would accept this of The Undertaker. You get a fucking WrestleMania moment from the Deadman coming down the aisle one more time to just fucking goozle a guy. He'd just become 9/11. The ECW 911, the fucking enforcer guy, the guy just come out and beat the shit out of people. It's all you got to do. Some fools in the ring talking trash. Whoever's the hot up and coming heel. He gets a promo. He's on the mic and he's just tearing everybody up like an LA Knight, like they did on Raw. Get a guy like LA Knight in there to talk a bunch of trash. Undertaker comes down in the hat and coat. And apparently that's what they wanted to do for Raw 30, and Taker wasn't having it. And who's going to argue with The Undertaker, honestly? Are you going to tell The Undertaker that he has to? It's funny that he does tell stories about arguing with Vince McMahon. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but beyond Vince McMahon, nobody ever has the balls to tell The Undertaker a damn thing. People respect the Deadman. So if he comes to Raw and he says, nope, I'm not wearing the hat and coat ever a goddamn again, does that mean we don't get the Deadman music then too? Because he can't come out on a motorcycle in a backwards fucking trucker hat to the Deadman Phantom music, right? So I hope it's not the end of it, but I do understand, and it's The Undertaker's prerogative at this point. Nobody can overrule him. Vince McMahon himself probably couldn't even make that choice for the Taker at this point. But what are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think it's fitting that the hat and the coat are retired with The Undertaker as a career, or do you think he absolutely should go back on that and be open to just coming out and choke slamming fools? Because look, there's no shame in that to me. It's not. He's such a character that it's not a thing where, if he can't go 110% in the ring, then he shouldn't be out there anymore. He can come do a segment where he just chokeslams a motherfucker. It'll take 0 to no effort, and you're going to get a monster reaction, and the fans are going to be happy. Look, if I've never been to a WWE show, of all the WWE shows I've been to, I've only seen The Undertaker's entrance twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know. But there's something so special about it. It's an attraction in itself. It's an attraction. And I don't think The Undertaker is the same without it. I would not be as excited to see the American Badass Undertaker. I'm sorry. I'm going to a show and I just get the dead man walking. And he rolls out in a motorcycle. It's cool. The Undertaker was there, but it wasn't The Undertaker. There's a giant difference between the two. So I think he absolutely should rethink that. But who the fuck am I to say? Just a nerd in my basement yelling at a microphone. But yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments below and let me know what you think about that whole thing. Is he right? Is he making the right decision? Or do we need our motherfucking Deadman?
Let me tell you something, brother. You can check out full episodes each and every Sunday right here on this channel, dude. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to take your vitamins and say your prayers, brother.